Here we are, it's raining outside, so while we're sitting here I thought I'd give you a bit of a run through my tyre pressure monitor system. Now it is just a cheapy one off, I think it was eBay or Amazon. I'll have to find a link to it, and I'll put that link down in the description for you if you're interested. There are more expensive models around the $150 to $200. To be honest, I did some comparisons. So the ones around the 150 mark, I didn't see a lot of difference in. The ones 200 and up were quite significantly different and did seem to be a lot better quality. But at this stage, I wasn't quite willing to spend that much, so I just stuck it out for the this model, which is around the $30 to $40 mark. Now, why did I want a tyre pressure monitor system? So I do a lot of work off-road, and it's really important when you're off-road, especially if you're worried about punctures and rough surfaces and that sort of thing, to keep an eye on your pressures. Tyre pressures can go down pretty quickly. Now this thing will set an alarm if the pressures go down. Also important to watch your temperature of your tyres as well. For example, I was doing some touring, and I noticed I normally set my tyres around 40 psi, and noticed that was quickly going up to 50 plus. So there is a 4-second rule. Apparently, I'll try and find a link and I'll put it in the description. Way to set your pressures. Because there's always an expectation that the pressures are going to go up at some point from traveling, and I think the idea is you only want them to go up or down 4 psi. So anything more significant than that, then you're basically allowed too much or not enough pressure in the tires and too much of a gap, essentially. That essentially what's happening is the temperature's building up, and it can cause problems. I'll see if I can find a link to that information and I'll put it in the description. But essentially, one of the main reasons I wanted the tyre pressure monitor is to watch the pressures. Now, one of the key factors is when you're out on the road, out in the tracks. If you do get a puncture, whether it's a slow puncture or not, now obviously if the tyre's going to come off the bead, you got a bit more of a problem. But if you do get a situation where there is a slow leak, you can often capture that. So whether you're touring or whether you're full driving, if you do come across a small leak, and you can this pressure monitor system will actually warn you when it gets to a certain point. And it's great to capture those sort of small leaks, so you've got an opportunity to fix them, essentially by using a tyre puncture repair kit. Now, if you let the tyres get down too low, it can cause a lot of problems. Those holes can get a lot bigger, and you won't be able to capture it. But if you're out in a remote country, essentially, and you've got a slow leak, it's really important to capture it nice and early, and that's one of the main benefits of these monitor systems. So I've had this, it is a solar unit. I've had this for about 6 months now. It is the second unit I got. The first unit played up a bit, so I did get my money back, and I did stick it out with the cheapo units. I got another one here. It's been there 6 months. I haven't had to charge it up just through winter actually, and it charges quite easily. And one of the main probably downfalls of this, if you like, is I got a bit of OCD, so it does irritate me. So if I just bother it there, you might be able to see. I'll give you a bit of a close look. But essentially, you've got the pressures on each tyre. So there's a little cap that goes on each tyre, and it registers through Bluetooth on this device. And one of the main things that does tend to annoy me with my OCD is that the tyre pressure monitors, it's actually quite hard to get them all completely even. So I like to run my tyre pressures at around 40 on the road, usually around 22, 23 off-road, about 12 to 15 on the beach. And you can actually set it so it sets a warning. If it gets too low, it sets a warning if it goes too high, because and that includes the temperature and the pressures. So if you're interested in one of these, I'll put the link down in the description. My overall feeling is that for $30 to $40, it's just a good safety measure to have around. You can't really go wrong for that price. And at some point I might upgrade it and invest in a more expensive and reliable unit. But for the most part, this has been working quite well. I've got a number of friends who have got them as well and put me onto it, so definitely worth a go. And if you're on a budget, this is probably an opportunity for you. So if you're interested in these sort of videos, please hit that subscribe button, tap that bell. I've got new videos coming out every week. I'm doing lots of gear reviews, trips, hacks, all that sort of stuff. It'd be great to get your support. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll catch you soon.